Hey, hi, hello, hope you're fantastic. This one we're just gonna jump right into. I got the Terra Kendama pill about 2 weeks ago, so I've had that time to play around with it, feel it out, gather my thoughts and opinions, and now I think I'm prepared to share them with you. Obviously, my opinions can change, but as of right now, I just don't think the pill is for me. There are just a lot of things that I don't feel good about, that I don't really like, but with each of those there are many positives that I think I'll get to first in this pseudo opinion-y review kind of thing. As I chat away, there are all kinds of tricks going on your screen. This was just a little session I had where I tried to hit a little bit of everything, so keep an eye out for some of the kind of more unique things that you wouldn't see on Kendama, because they definitely sneak in there. And yeah, with that we'll get to the things I like. One I think is very clear cut and simple. It is the variety that comes with something like the Terra pill. You can have 1500 kendamas, but none of them can do exactly what a Terra pill is going to do for you. Of course, it gives you, a good break from kendama if you need it. There are different tricks that are possible. While I think kendama offers a lot more possibility on its own, the Terra pill is going to branch you into some different areas. So for the variety that it offers, I like it. Another thing I can definitely note as a positive for the Terra pill is that it's so simple for anyone to use and pick up. It's easy to understand. I mean, you could say the same for kendama, but there's cups and the spike and the ball, and then it could be a little daunting. But the Terra pill is so simple. It is two halves, a hole and a spike, and this I could genuinely give to my grandma, and she would understand the point. Pull up, the spiky part goes into the hole. It makes a lot of sense. It's simple. Maybe for kids, for people in old age homes or something, the Terra pill does have that advantage. It's a little bit simple, and I like that. And the last thing I noted down for things that I like, and I'm realizing that this is kind of a short list of likes, but it's that the Terra pill is made incredibly well. It's something to bring up because, a lot of things that you get may feel junky these days, coming from who knows where and what age the child what age the person that made them was. But the Terra pill is of incredibly high quality. It's durable. I really like the feel and the build quality. The sticky paint is incredibly sticky. It hasn't worn out on me yet, and that's a plus to mention. It's built very well, and I'm very satisfied with it as a product. Oh geez, alright, we're done with the good stuff. No, honestly, as with anything, try it yourself. There are positives, there are negatives, and these are just going to be some of the things that I personally don't love about the Terra pill. First on the dislike list is simply the feel, and again, this is something subjective, but when I'm trying to play with it, doing tricks such as like a pull-up to airplane or a juggle, it feels less balanced, it feels a little bit clunky, and it's just less satisfying as a toy. Like when I'm playing kendama, the click, the clack, it feels right in my hand. The pill simply feels a little bit sloppier. That's of course something subjective and something that you'd have to feel to understand, but it's a point to bring up. If I'm grabbing something, as like just a fun something to do for 5 minutes while I'm waiting for the bus or whatever, I'm going to pick up a kendama every time simply because of that instinctive feel. The pill doesn't click and snap together on the spike the same way a kendama does. It doesn't spin in the air the same way a kendama does. I can't flip it the same way I can flip a ken. It just feels clunky. It feels less good. Perhaps a minor one, but something to note, is that I feel like there are a lot less trick possibilities, and that's just the nature of it being, more simple. A kendama has all the cups and stall points, ding 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 dong, but the pill, it's simpler. It's got the two halves, the spike. Obviously there's balance and stall tricks that are possible, but in the grand scheme it is a little less possible to do a lot more things. Here's where it comes down to, maybe more of a personal situation thing. I primarily play kendama indoors. Like I'm in my bedroom next to a glass cabinet and over a hardwood floor with a mat on it. So this is very, specific to my scenario. But it feels like the pill is maybe designed to be more of a heavy, rugged, flowy, throw it around toy that might just lend itself better for outdoors. And since I'm always inside, I think that might be lending itself to, the way I feel about the clunkiness and less feel-goodiness. Maybe if you're a true outdoorsman or outdoorswoman or outdoors day, then you might prefer the pill for what it offers you outside. You can throw it up in the air and toss it like a pizza and, do all the flow tricks. And I think that's probably where the Terra, and I think that is probably where the pill shines. However, I just don't find myself playing in that style often. So for what I play Kendama for and the way that, I choose to play with the pill, which would be in the same way as the Kendama, it just doesn't work. That was the most brutal and long-winded way to say, I think if you're in a tight space indoors, the weight and feel of the pill will feel like it's a bit restricted. I think this toy probably shines outside with string flow and tricks where you need a lot of space, and that's just not something that I have it available, I have a backyard, but it's just not the place that I choose to use it, and thus I'm gonna reach for a Kendama instead. Another thing I noted that perhaps I should have just included in that whole spiel about how it feels clunky and less satisfying is there's this really noticeable grip between the wood of the spike and the bevel. So you probably see it in some of the tricks on screen. Like, it'll spike, but it doesn't like slide fully into the spike, if you know what I mean. It just catches the grip like right on the edge, and it tilts and rolls around, and it just doesn't feel good for that to happen. It's like shooting a basketball shot and it spins around the rim and pops out. It's just takes all the satisfaction away from me. And perhaps the most important thing that I dislike for last, the thing does not stand up. This drives me bonkers. I don't know if this, anybody else would care about this. And if you look on my Instagram, shout out to my Instagram. If you look on my Instagram, I had to make a little stand out of the cardboard packaging that the Terra pill came in because this drove me so nuts. The nub thing that sticks out, the backside of the pill sticks out, and it's not flat, so the Terra pill can't stand up on its own. And that's, I mean this is like half a joke, but that's kind of something I dislike about it too. It just doesn't feel like it's fully fleshed out, and some things just aren't complete about it. I don't know, I wish it stood up. Anyways, I hope you appreciate listening to simply the way I feel about the Terra pill. It's a joy. I'd still say, yeah, have one in your collection. But if you're going to ask me, oh, do you love the pill? Do you play it as much as you play Kendama? No, I'm reaching for a Kendama almost every other time, but the pill has some fun things to offer. So I say, like with everything, try it yourself. It is fun in its own way, and maybe you'll love it. Maybe you'll throw your Kendama out the window off your 3rd-story apartment building once you take a Terra pill and put it in your hands. I don't know, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts about it, watching me play with it a bit, hit a couple tricks and miss a whole handful. And with that, just have yourself a very not terrible, a very good pill day. Yeah, peace.